I went to beauty college when I was 18 and thought I'll do nails for a couple of years. So I went into nails thinking it was going to be short term.
Okay.
Always, how can I get out? How can I get out of this? How can I get out of this? And I had my own schedule. I could create my own schedule, do whatever I want. I was always busy. I always had a big clientele. I many times wasn't able to take new clients. So it was a thing where it was like I couldn't make that money going to work somewhere else. And it was great. And then hey everyone, this is Beckie.
And I'm Angie.
And welcome to Real Talk with Beckie and Angie. Our dear friend Mindy that we went to,
Hi, Mindy.
I went to elementary school. Hi, Mindy. And she was in Mary Kay, and she's like, maybe you want to do Mary Kay. I said, Mindy, I will never do Mary Kay, so you don't need to ask me again. So a few months later, I signed my beauty agreement, and I became a Mary Kay consultant. That was so I stopped doing nails in December of 2010. That was in July of 2010 at our 25th high school reunion.
Oh.
Yeah.
There? 25th.
I don't
What year is that?
remember.
What year would that be?
That was in 2010.
Oh, you just said that.
Yeah. I was at a place where I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. I'm just not there. And so I was ready for a change. I was really, really ready for a change. And it was more of a career change. Everything was totally different. I mean, I'd never talked in front of people, and so many things that I gained, that I have skills that I use now that I got from Mary Kay. Talking in front of people, that was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I've got to talk in front of people. And I've developed this strategy. When I would do a beauty class, I would, okay, it's time to start. I would stand there and I'd say, hi, my name's Beckie. And that I'd say a few things. And I say, I want to go around the table, introduce yourself and tell me if you've used Mary Kay. And if you have, what's your favorite product? And so I knew if I could get to that point and have them all talk, and then I could calm down.
You'd survive.
And then I could, yes. And then I could do the rest of the show. And so that was like, I would teach people, okay, if you can just get to that point and do that. And that was my strategy for there. And then at the meetings, you stand up and share your wins and do. Then I started doing trainings, and I'm like, holy cow, who is this person? So I really did have a transformation, and it kind of opened up that whole wanting to be a leader and being a leader. Well, then I got to a point about 7 years, which I feel like it's like I'm the 7-year thing. And sometimes it's 4. You mentioned 4. For me, it's like 4 to 7 years. It's time to make a change. And then it was not doing it for me anymore. It was not fulfilling me. And I'm like, really, it's time to reinvent myself. And that it kept coming up in my news feed and different things. Reinvent yourself. Oh, just wake up and make a new decision. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. You can just do that. I literally did over about a 6 months time, really totally made a major change from being a Mary Kay beauty consultant and a director and having a car to completely walking away from that and going into coaching and getting certified and creating something out of nothing. With Mary Kay, you had a framework. You had a framework that you sold their product. Where with a coach, like, okay, I'm on my own here and I'm creating something new. And that's been so great to have that opportunity, because from there, I created 30 Days to Break Up with Binge Eating. Totally my creation. I created the body confidence program that I have, completely created that from nowhere. The intentional vision board course that I do.
That's so good.
I created all of that. And now I have Ignite Your Vision, which is a do-it-yourself goal setting program. So for me to get to create those, and it's hearing you talk about when you get into something and you're really into it and you just go, that's how I am too. Like when I created all those programs, like I had to do videos and I got to do worksheets and whatever, workbooks and whatnot. And it was like, I start in the morning and I go until 7 o'clock at night, or maybe 6 o'clock. And I just go and I stay focused and I work on it. When I have something that I am working towards, I am laser focused and nothing else, but I don't do anything else. I don't I don't do laundry. I don't cook. I don't go grocery shopping. I don't feed my dog. Okay, of course I feed my dog. But my husband's like, what are we having for dinner tonight? I'm like, well, we're calling and ordering something because I'm working.
Yes.
And so I get laser focused, and I don't deviate from it. It's hyper focused. And so I just learned that that's one of the things of ADHD. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? So, and I love when I'm hyper focused.
Of course you do.
I'm so productive. It's like,
but you're not.
And it's also,
you are, but you aren't. I'm going to challenge that. You are in what you're doing, but you're not getting anything else done because you're so hyper focused on that one thing.
Exactly.
And then everything else piles up.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's like, okay, I'll get to that when I get to it. But right now I'm going to stay focused on this.
And that's not bad. It's not bad because look at all that you've produced. Did the laundry, we've talked about this before. Did the laundry get done? No. Did you get to order from DoorDash? Yes. And it's all okay.
Yeah. The laundry is my meter of my productivity. If my laundry is all done, everything's put away, I'm like, I'm not producing much in my work. If the laundry's piled up, I'm like, man, I'm getting so much done. It's pretty funny. I'm pretty good with my laundry right now.
Well, you need to add some things.
Yeah, I do. It's time to get focused on something else.
You are very focused. You are very focused on what you've been working on. So yeah, for me, I look at things as they layer on. I'll look back and go, oh, the reason I did videos 3 years ago of putting rollers in my hair, which was a Facebook Live, I think, right? Then it went to Poshmark Lives. And then, well, actually, wait till this next week coming out. I have my Blog Talk Radio and TV show. I'm going to do some throwbacks from when I did Blog Talk Radio live back in 2008 and 9. And then my TV shows that I did back in 2009. So all these things have just layered on and on. And I look back and I'm like, because I didn't pass up the opportunities. I didn't say no. I'm like, okay, you want to do, okay. I don't know where that comes from, but I'm definitely that person that's like, you want to do this? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Okay. And just try it. And you've been doing, now I have used other than with 360 wraps, I've been involved with something else.
I want to talk about something about reinvention. So oftentimes, and I'm looking at it from kind of a different perspective of, I want to reinvent myself. This could be a mindset. I want to reinvent myself.
You're not like this moment in time. You're not saying you want to reinvent yourself. You're saying,
this like hypothetically speaking, some people might think, I want to reinvent myself. I want to do what she's doing. I want to do that or whatever. But they're so afraid of leaving who they are right now to go towards something else. And that's a real thing. I totally get that. So for me, my reinventions have taken time. They weren't like, okay, I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to be a life coach. Today's my new day. Because the reality is I have coached since I was 18 years old doing nails. I was coaching my clients. So I've always been a coach. Now I just do it for real and get paid for it. But there's that sense of, exactly. Yes. I was getting paid then. I just wasn't, I was also providing another service. And I think that there are people who want to make shifts in their lives and they're afraid because of the comfort back there. What's going on back there? And it might not even be that comfortable there. It's familiar. They know it. And so if somebody's listening to this and they're like, you know what? I see those memes that say reinvent yourself. I talk with my hands a lot. I did that one video by myself and I was talking with my hands all over the place.
I don't. I'm like, my hands are, the whole time.
You just sit on. I love it. And so for people that are like, I do want to make a shift. I want to make a change. I want to make a big change. I'm ready to make a big change. And I'm so scared. Like, what would you say to them?
Well, you said something when you first started asking this question was about people changing who they are. You don't change who you are. I don't believe that you'll change who you are. You are who you are. You may change what you're doing or trying something different, but you're not changing who you are. I don't think so. You're all going to be who you are. If you want to do something bad enough, you'll do it. Part of it. If you really want to do something bad enough, you'll figure out a way. Or you'll figure out all the excuses of why not. And at some point you have to decide, what's your pain point as well? Like some people are in such miserable jobs or miserable relationships and they won't leave. They'll endure. I've been there. And, until it just gets so painful, you need to make a change. One thing is to be aware of that and to believe in yourself that you can do it. And the other thing is, we talked about this a long time ago. A lot of it comes down to people. What if I fail?
What if I fail?
What
Exactly.
if I fail?
What if I'll be so embarrassed? I'll be so embarrassed.
It's all these things that we say to ourselves that, first of all, just stepping out and doing something different is going to inspire more people than continuing to do what you're doing. If you don't make it, they're not going to be like, hey, I knew she didn't make it. They don't probably even notice half the things that people do, or more than most of when people don't make it in whatever they decided to try to do. They're more inspired by somebody taking that step of doing something different, reinventing themselves or changing their lifestyle or moving across the country or, something like that. We're going to fail. Fact is, we're going to fail. And this sounds so cliche because it comes to mind. We can fail up or we can fail down. If something doesn't work, doesn't mean, here I'm talking with my hands. Look at me.
Look at you.
I'm doing hands, like my little hands. We feel like, because we're in these little boxes, you guys. So when we're recording,
it's contagious.
We're like, this is how we talk. Yeah. But when things don't work out, you can look at it like, what did I learn from that? What can I take from that to move forward? Or you can go into the pity party and life sucks and I suck and I'm never going to do that again because it hurt. And I can say that it's going to hurt. You're going to hurt when things don't work out, and you're going to heal, and you can get up and you can do it again. You can try something new and different.